What's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, but if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Everyone give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And yeah, let's just jump right now. So I don't even want to waste too much time. I literally want to jump right into the topic of today's video, which is my Canon Eos Rebel T6, I believe. I want to say this is a 3-month camera update, whether it's a good camera for YouTube, whether it's just a good camera in general. And if you could tell by the quality of this video, I'm actually filming on my phone, so my quality looks very different from what I usually shoot on, which is my camera. So I don't have any lighting set up. I am recording right in front of the natural sunlight, so you don't need a really expensive setup. You can just record in the daytime by a window, open the curtain, open the blinds, and you will have some good lighting. I only have one curtain open because the one behind me will let off too much sunlight and that'll be too much exposure and it'll look really bad. So I just have one window open right in front of me with the curtains open and the blinds up. So let's talk about this camera. So I've had my camera for 3 months now. I wanted to do an update to this camera when I felt like it was an appropriate time to be able to review it. I wanted to have the product for a while, you know, before I just jump straight in like, oh, this is a bad camera or this is a good camera, because in order for you to review a product, you have to use it for at least 1 solid month so you can learn the ins and the outs of the product. I feel like people jump too quick to give a review on something when they haven't even had it for that long. So I feel like 3 to 6 months is a very great time to review a product like electronics. Like even 2 months is good, but 3 to 6 for me, I really got to learn the product. I really used it. I really know what to do with it now. I can go ahead and give my experience and my feedback. So as you can see, I don't have the lens in right now. This is how I take care of my camera when I'm not using it. So I take it apart, I take the lens off, and I take the camera and put the caps back on on each side. It has a lens cap cover and this has a lens cap cover. So I take these two and put it back in the original box that I got. I still need a case. I'm working on that, but until I can get the case, I just put it back in the box and keep it by itself. So what I'm gonna do is take the lens off now. I'm going to take the lens cap off of this as well. So I'm going to put the lens in. And you know it's on there when you hear it click. So this is what it looks like with the caps off and the lens in the camera. So what I'm going to do now is I have it off. This is the button. This is the on and off button. I'm going to switch it up to turn it on. It comes on this screen right here because you can go ahead and use the viewfinder or you can use the live shoot. But what I'm going to do is push this button so you can see this is the live shoot and it's not focused because it was in viewfinder mode. To focus, I found out real quick. What you do is you push the shutter button and it'll rotate the lens to focus, and the lens focus on their own. You don't have to twist and turn it because it'll focus it itself. Unless you want to zoom in, then you know you twist the knob and you can zoom in. But I wouldn't even do that. I would just zoom in when I'm editing because the lens will have a harder time auto-focusing. So let's jump straight into the cons first because I want to get the negative aspect out the way first. So what I really don't like about this camera is it takes a long time to auto adjust. Like you cannot move too quick because it'll be a harder time for it to catch it. Like you can only move like if you're like standing in the same kind of like position. Like if I got the camera where I have it on my tripod and it's already auto focused to me being this far away, then I'm good. But when I want to start moving closer, it'll be so blurry because it takes too long to, you know, get that image. So when I record, I do it in intervals. It's going to be in increments anyway because it records in 30-minute intervals. And I stop it way before that because I'm like, I want to move a little bit and I know it might not catch me. So I stop recording like after like 8 to 10 minutes anyway. But I still feel like that's a little too long too because I got to go in and physically edit the video. So I'm like, I really want to end them at 4-minute marks because I feel like that'll be way easier for me to edit and it'll be quicker to get onto my laptop. The autofocusing is not as fast as it could be. Out of a 10, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 because it is just like really slow. And if you're not paying attention, then you can miss that. Like if you don't have a viewfinder, I believe, that swings out so you can see the live preview, or if you don't have a software on your computer that you can turn your camera into a monitor while you're recording, then it's gonna be super hard for you to do that. And I hate the noise the lens makes when it's auto adjusting. You can hear it in the video. It sounds like this, like it's autofocus right now, so you're just gonna keep hearing the click because it's ready to either take a picture or start the video. But when it needs to adjust, like I'm gonna turn the lens out a little bit so you'll hear the clicking sound, and it's kind of annoying, especially when the video is like really quiet. Another con I really am sad to say, this camera is more so for pictures, but don't get me wrong, this is what people don't know about this camera. When you are in front of some good lighting, it don't even have to be a studio. If you're in front of some really good lighting, you are good. Like, you're gonna look so good. The quality is going to be so bomb as long as you have it auto adjusted right. You don't even have to have a big little fancy studio, because most of my videos now I do in the daytime because I don't always feel like setting up a home studio, so that gets very tedious. So I just record right in front of the natural sunlight, and it looks so freaking good. This is what it looks like when it's focused. I think this is focused. I can't even see. Let me see. Okay. I feel like this is clear just because I know that light is green. I feel like it really don't have that much more cons other than, it's really bulky, so it's hard to do vlogs on this camera. This is not a vlogging camera because you got to think about it. If you have the camera on a little handheld tripod, it's so big and bulky, I would be scared that it might like fall. It's heavy, so it's not lightweight, so you'll get tired of holding it on that tripod. Like, this is definitely for more so home videos. Like, you can do vlogs, don't get me wrong, but it's not like. Moving on to the pros. The pros, for starters, is very affordable. I feel like this camera was only like $400. I think I price matched it on Walmart.com, and it was like $380, but with tax and all of that stuff, it ended up being $400. Now, I could have got the camera I really, really wanted for $100 more, but I was like, it's $100 less, and I feel like if I really want to learn how to be good at my craft, I got to start from the bottom and build my way to the top. You know, this is, I feel like, more for beginners. But you can buy lenses online. I be seeing some lenses for like $30 and $40 for the low ski. I think they be on eBay because these lenses can run you anywhere from like $100 to like $500. I do like that the camera quality is all of that, especially for pictures. These take some of the best pictures I ever took in my life. And I just love that, you know, it's my first real professional camera, and you know, I feel like it's good for intermediate all the way down to amateurs. And I really love, I got the Canon Eos utility, so because I can't see when I'm recording because, you know, it doesn't have like a swing out viewfinder, then, you know, I can just plug my camera up to my laptop and it gives me a live preview. So this is EOS Utility 3, I believe. I don't know if you guys can see the little screen, but I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to, it got a thing that says download images to a computer, remote shooting, or camera settings. I'm going to hit remote shooting. I'm going to push this button so that it can be a live shoot. You see how it's filming like this? Now watch this. This is my laptop. This is how I film so I can see myself when I'm recording. Okay, so I'm going to focus this. I'm going to try my best to focus it. I can't see without my glasses. So I'm assuming that this is focused. So what I'm going to do is, so I turned the dial to the video, which is the last one. I want the lens to be far out because I don't want it too close. So I'm going to make sure it's focused, pushing the shutter button. It says it's focused. I'm looking at the live shoot on my screen on my laptop. And I'm going to push this button to start recording. Oh my God, I can't tell if I look really, really bad or not. See, I need a freaking tripod. And this is the live shoot on my camera. This is the live shoot on my laptop. You can make the screen bigger if you want, so you don't see nothing else but you recording. So then I hold it up and I can see me. And this is so freaking convenient. I do record on this Canon Rebel T6. And I am going to upgrade at some point. I do want another Canon, and I do want to keep buying lenses for this camera. This is still the lens that it came with, but I do want to get another lens in the near future, and I also really want to upgrade within the next year or two, so you guys will know when that happens. But I've also learned that you can download these pictures and videos right to your smartphone. You can use the Wi-Fi and you can do it that way. I didn't even know that. Like, Canon has a whole app and everything. And, you know, I'm going to include it in this video so that you guys, you know, can edit on your phone if you need to, because everyone doesn't have a computer and a lot of people do edit on their phones. When I first started out back in like 2017, when I was really posting, trying to post, but not really posting, I was recording an iMovie on my phone. Don't ever let people tell you that, you know, iMovie is not a great stepping stone. You know, it's for beginners. And I feel like I've outgrown iMovie now. I feel like I got almost everything I can get from it. So, you know, when you want to upgrade, you look into those products. But, you know, this camera, I feel like in general really is a great camera for YouTube, and it really is a good first camera to have before you get something even more intermediate. I feel like it takes great pictures and it stabilizes videos good. And if I was to rate this camera 1 out of 10, I would give it a solid 8, because I think it's a decent camera overall. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.